Hello, my name is John Chorley, and welcome to this re-recording of the material presented by Rick Jewell in the Supply Chain Management Keynote at Oracle OpenWorld San Francisco 2018. We will cover mostly existing capabilities, but we will also cover some future plans and roadmap items, so Safe Harbor applies. Let's begin. We're in a time of unprecedented change, driven by new and disruptive technologies, new business models, new approaches to IT businesses, and supply chains that underpin them are undergoing a rapid digital transformation. However, the majority of chief supply chain officers, the people who have to actually implement these changes, recognize that their digital transformation projects are not aligned. Whether this is due to disconnected nature of their underlying systems, the inability of their current platforms to leverage and deploy new technology, or the lack of capacity to drive business process change, the result is the same. It's time for a new approach. The solution: you must leverage innovative processes and technology advancements delivered on the cloud to transform your supply chain for today's digital world. It is this combination of process change, technology, cloud, and transformation that will keep your company competitive. And simply put, only Oracle can deliver the breadth with full-scale ERP, CX, HCM, EPM, and supply chain, depth with no compromise, enterprise-class next-generation capabilities, and the always current capabilities of the cloud, not just now, but always new, a moving escalator that will keep your company constantly rising. The benefits that a truly integrated modern digital supply chain can deliver are enormous and span every aspect of supply chain processes. From a 3 times improvement on return on innovation spend, which is the revenue generated by new products divided by the cost of their development, to a 20% reduction in time to market, which allows you as a prime mover to charge a premium for your products, to a 30 to 50% improvement in forecast accuracy, from which to a large degree all positive benefits flow, it being at the very top of the hierarchy of supply chain metrics, to a 20 to 50% reduction in cost, including a reduction in scrap and rework, which also delivers significant environmental benefits. And finally, of course, an increase in customer satisfaction. Despite those in CX would have you believe, the ultimate failure to deliver a good customer experience is not failing to effectively market a product, it's the failure to deliver it properly on time and with quality. That loses you a customer, not just once, but forever. Supply chain is at the heart of good customer experience, and today, only a fully integrated digital supply chain can deliver this. So here you have it, the broadest, deepest, and continuously current supply chain solution, not just for today, but for tomorrow as well. Every aspect of your supply chain process is covered: product innovation to commercialization, supply chain planning, collaboration, and visibility, source to settle, order to cash, manufacturing and maintenance, all resting on a consistent technology platform that delivers constant innovation, such as chatbots, IoT, AI, and blockchain. Nobody else, not SAP, not Infor, not Microsoft, can match this, and it's from Oracle. And all this supports the modern supply chain with connected digital feedback, whether it is the voice of the customer through the internet, the voice of the factory through production or asset monitoring, or the voice of the product itself. A modern supply chain that is able to not only listen, but to block out the noise and to respond effectively. Oracle has built end-to-end unified business processes considering the supply chain of the 21st century. Oracle Cloud Supply Chain delivers tomorrow's supply chain today. Over 2,250 customers and counting across a broad range of industries: industrial manufacturing, high technology and medical device, communications, wholesale, healthcare providers, biopharma, have already started their Oracle SCM cloud journey, some with a complete transformation, some incrementally, but all on their way. One way to navigate this journey is to think about how you might balance external and internal factors, short-term cost reduction versus creating a business platform for change. There are two clocks to consider. Your internal clock, this represents your ability to change, and the external clock that represents the pressure to change. Your internal clock, which is largely in your control, wants incremental improvement and increased efficiency of the current processes, while the external clock, which is outside your control, acts to disrupt, undercut, or otherwise complicate your business environment. The key fact is that your internal clock always prefers to run slower than your external clock. Any investments on the left will certainly yield tactical benefits, but may tend to also delay a strategic shift to a new platform, which is clearly more transformative. You may be one of those few, those lucky few, that are in a business that has very small changes year over year, in which case using hosting with some edge innovation may be the best strategy for you. However, if you are like most of us, then there are unremitting and accelerating pressures coming at us from the external world that will sooner or later force us to look at strategic shifts, whether we like it or not. And the tricky part is that the tsunami of change may be upon us before we recognize it for what it is. I put it to you that the time is now to plan that strategic shift and construct the best plan for your business to get those clocks aligned. If we look at some examples of innovation at the edge, we can see Broadcom, who have adopted our cloud PLM solutions, replacing Agile PLM on-premise. Juniper, who are running our cloud planning applications with an SAP backend, at least for now. And Wolseley, a major UK-based wholesaler, who are using several elements of our SCM cloud to deliver the cross-company inventory visibility that they previously lacked. In the divisional modernization area, we can highlight GE, who have implemented full solutions in their GE Digital and more recently GE Additive Manufacturing, or their 3D printing division, each large organizations in their own right. Also NCR, who have deployed a full solution in one division and are now deploying a full cloud planning solution across the entire enterprise. Finally, in the top right, we have full transformations, such as that at the Wonderful Company, a major CPG and agribusiness company that has deployed most everything we have. Office Depot, who found through a combination of shelving of unused products that they could move to the cloud at no net cost and get a better solution in the bargain. And Western Digital, the world's largest disk drive manufacturer, who are consolidating on Oracle Cloud their existing mixed platforms of old SAP and EBS deployments. And then there is Oracle. We are on this journey too. Our business is nothing like it was 10 years ago. The move to cloud has transformed every aspect of our business processes, from consuming our own hardware in our data centers to how we sell, bill, and support our cloud services. Our systems, largely EBS-based, were simply not equipped to support this change. At the start of 2018, Oracle implemented indirect procurement together with all of ERP financials, as well as supply chain planning cloud, running separately and integrated with the existing EBS supply chain and manufacturing suite. Then in September, we implemented the remainder of the solution, including collaboration and visibility, order management, manufacturing, logistics, inventory and cost management, PLM, and product master data management. This solution set runs all of our supply chain processes for both the Sun hardware business as well as the Micros hardware business, two very different business challenges, one high value, generally lower volume, one lower value and very high volume. And I think this proves a very good proof point, given the size of the deployment of this supply chain, Oracle Supply Chain Cloud Suite. We will subsequently implement the reverse supply chain, the aftermarket supply chain, when we implement maintenance and service in the next year or 18 months. So let's now move on to looking at our roadmap items, and in particular, some major initiatives related to industry expansion and continued innovation. First on the list is project-driven supply chain. This is a set of enhancements designed to support the needs of businesses that run their supply chain and need to integrate that with project characteristics. We'll deliver this in phases. The first phase will support the ability to ship products from pooled inventory and to record that against the project. And the next phase following that will be to fully stripe all material by project and to track that all the way through from purchasing to receipt to storing to manufacturing to eventual delivery to the customer. All of that will integrate with Oracle projects and provide a very strong solution for market sectors such as communications, as well as any company that wants to manage their relationship with a customer via a project. We're also investing in field service. We have existing capabilities in the Oracle Cloud family to support field service execution, as well as the call center functions with Engagement Cloud. This enhancement for delivery next calendar year will provide the logistics aspects of that, enabling you to look at material as the call progresses, to move that material from existing locations or to purchase that material, to synchronize that with the field service execution function, to manage the debrief process and the return of that material to the maintenance facility, and to also support a degree of rework of that product. So a fantastic set of capabilities designed to deliver a full function field service capability. We're also beginning our journey to process. We're going to focus initially on food and beverage and add enhancements to the existing manufacturing capabilities to support things like co-products and byproducts and batch processing. It's important to note we're not creating a separate product here. We won't force you to decide whether you're process or discrete, but instead we're adding capabilities to the existing Oracle manufacturing product to support those elements of your work that require those process capabilities. So you really will be able to support true mixed mode, both with discrete jobs and process-related batches when we start delivering this solution next calendar year. In addition, we're making several enhancements to better support the needs of healthcare providers. We already have won some very significant accounts in this sector. We do believe it's a great match to Oracle's capabilities. We do also recognize there's certain specific requirements in that sector, and we're continuing investments in order to deliver truly best-in-class, leading-edge solutions for the healthcare provider space. We're also developing and delivering next calendar year a channel revenue management application. This is relevant to CPG industries, but also increasingly to other sectors, including high tech. And this helps manage the relationship between rebates that are given to a customer and need to be redeemed through the manufacturer. So a great additional set of capabilities to our overall support for those industries. And then finally, of course, we're continuing to invest very heavily in customer-driven enhancements. We do recognize that our success is built on the backs of successful customer references, and therefore we're setting aside significant resources in order to continue to refine, improve, and enhance our solution to drive that customer success. Let's now look at some disruptive technologies, how they can help supply chain operations, and how they're included in the Oracle Supply Chain Management Cloud. As we've noted, today's supply chains face several challenges. They may need to offer superior customer service, use more data in their planning and risk management, improve safety, quality, and compliance, manage their suppliers and partners better, shorten new product introduction cycles to respond to customer demands quickly, and obviously to control costs. Fortunately, there are technologies available today in Oracle Supply Chain Management Cloud and SaaS products that make it easier to tackle these problems. First, you can IoT enable your enterprise so that they are connected to the physical world. This allows you to analyze real-time connected data using Internet of Things. IoT allows organizations to integrate their physical operations into their back-end operations. Once you have the real-time data from IoT, you need to combine that with the rest of your enterprise data and use AI, machine learning, to create insights from that data. For example, you can start to predict machine failures or shipment delays, or you can find anomalies in your operation. The key here is to apply the AI and ML technologies effectively. Using Oracle's data science in a box approach, we make these technologies easier to consume. These insights and data need to be made available to the line of business user using modern human-machine interfaces. Digital twins of the assets, equipment, factories, or the entire supply chain allow users to visualize the operations at any level. Technologies such as augmented reality or virtual reality and chatbots make it easier to interact with the digital twins of the operations. And fourth, you need to use and interconnect various operations into a single digital thread that runs throughout your supply chain, all the way from product design through the supply chain, all the way to maintenance. A distributed ledger offered by blockchain makes it easy to increase trust in business transactions, to facilitate quicker root cause analysis, faster dispute resolution, expedite settlements and payments, fight against counterfeiting and fraud, and improve compliance, and so on. Last year, we introduced 5 new IoT applications to drive business outcomes with IoT. IoT asset monitoring for monitoring location, health, utilization, and availability of high-value assets. This works in conjunction with the supply chain maintenance cloud and enables predictive maintenance. IoT production monitoring for monitoring the factory floor. IoT fleet monitoring extends logistics cloud with real-time analysis from connected vehicles. IoT connected worker, monitoring industrial workers for their safety. IoT service monitoring. This is for monitoring customer assets, especially for products as a service type use case to perform remote diagnostics and effective field service. All of these solutions are available now from Oracle and integrated with the rest of the Oracle Supply Chain Management Cloud. In the case of supply chain management applications, there are different types of metrics that can be calculated using big data and machine learning. KPIs, which can start with basic aggregation or event processing matrix. An example might be to calculate overall equipment efficiency based on availability, performance, and quality. Anomalies, which are deviations from normal behavior. An example might be an alert when the vibration of equipment is higher than a typical range for this product and process. Predictions predict future state, such as predicting my overall equipment efficiency for next week or predict failure of an elevator in the next 5 days. For both anomalies and predictions, machine learning is typically used. Prescriptive actions recommend course of action or identify root cause using artificial intelligence. An example would be to recommend changes to a maintenance schedule based on IoT events. And finally, forecasts, which identify future trends based on multiple dimensions. An example would be to use demand signals to predict future product requirements. In this example with Maintenance Cloud, we have IoT-enabled our maintenance applications. Based on real-time data from IoT-enabled assets, AI machine learning can automatically determine the baseline performance and identify anomalies, as well as predict asset failures. These anomalies and predictions can automatically trigger maintenance service work orders for that asset so that it can be attended to right away. This lets companies avoid unplanned asset downtime and proactively address potential failures. But we can go further. In most factories today, preventative maintenance schedule follows a specific cadence and is adjusted based on actual failures of machines. This results in loss of production capacity due to unexpected machine failures, as well as loss of maintenance cost on the machines maintained while at good condition. IoT-enabled machines provide their performance data via sensors continuously. This, along with their contextual data, such as the products produced, production operations performed, and their past maintenance activities, provides a comprehensive picture of the smart factory. Using AI ML, we determine the chance of failure of every machine in the factory. Using ACT optimization models, we identify optimal time for maintenance of each machine in the factory by considering the trade-off between their chance of failure, their expected production quantity in future periods, as well as the overall maintenance capacity the factory has, i.e., how many maintenance operations can be done by the maintenance crew per day. We recommend this optimal maintenance schedule to the factory manager so that they can avoid downtime and reduce maintenance costs. We have added real-time monitoring to our transportation management cloud by leveraging IoT fleet monitoring. Once shipments are planned in our logistics cloud, they're made available to IoT fleet monitoring for real-time tracking. We can track deviations and delays in real time, and also predict ETAs and send information back to Logistics Cloud for visibility, exception handling, and replanning. We have customers using this in production now. We are also using machine learning in our planning products. Understanding the demand curve of a new product is critical to making it a success, but this has always been difficult to predict, as the demand curve of new products requires us to consider product attributes, sales data, geographic and demographic data, as well as many other influencing factors. Given our applications have all of this data on existing products, as well as the unique characteristics of the new product, by using AI and ML, we're able to build a new product introduction demand curve prediction model that automatically utilizes all the available data to accurately predict the new product's demand curve. This helps in preparing the new product for a successful launch. Digital twin typically refers to the virtual representation of the physical assets. While some companies refer to digital twin as a simple CAD or 3D model or a data model of an IoT device, at Oracle we take a broader view of the digital view from the enterprise business perspective. First, digital twin provides a new model for visibility and digital interactions, so you can visualize your business metrics, state of the assets or equipment easily. Your assets don't work in an island, they live in the context of your digital enterprise. Hence, we go an extra mile to provide a single pane of glass that provides a full 360-degree view of the assets from multiple perspectives. For example, an equipment operator can see the real-time and predictive KPIs of the operator's manual as she operates the equipment. A maintenance technician can look at the open incidents or records of past maintenance. A finance manager can see the book value and depreciation schedules. Digital twin is really the hub of all these facets of the asset. For this to work, it is important for the digital twin to not be limited to just information gathered from IoT assets. This information needs to be combined with the contextual information from your supply chain systems, such as manufacturing cloud, maintenance cloud, logistics cloud, planning, inventory, and so on. And finally, you use the digital twin to ask questions or to validate business processes by simulating those conditions. For example, if the pressure inside a tank in your production plant were to cross a threshold, you can validate that the fuel to the tank will be shut off. A maintenance event is automatically triggered, additional quality inspection steps are introduced to ensure good production run, and a possible non-conformance event is generated for compliance or regulatory audit verification. You can validate all of these using the what-if simulation in your digital twin. Now let's switch to the latest technology innovation, blockchain. When we hear about blockchain technologies, typically we hear concepts like distributed ledger, smart contracts, digital signatures, and so on. However, from a business user perspective, the real benefits they want to achieve are trusted transactions with trading partners, faster settlements, easier record keeping, end-to-end visibility, provenance, and so on. With blockchain capabilities, you are able to trust but verify transactions with your trading partners. Also, the verification is implicit and automated, in this case because of the inherent characteristics of the blockchain ledger. Many companies offer blockchain platform components to build solutions. However, we focused on the business outcomes and wanted to make it easy for companies to get immediate value from blockchain. With that in mind, we built domain-specific applications using blockchain capabilities. So, announcing new blockchain applications, beginning with intelligent track and trace. This enables end-to-end traceability of goods and transactions in supply chains to reduce delays and to automate record keeping. The application creates a digital trail of each step in the business network during procurement, manufacturing, and transportation, and enables easier root cause analysis and faster dispute resolution. We plan to deliver this early in 2019. Following this, we plan to deliver 3 additional blockchain applications, lot lineage and provenance, which enables product genealogy serialization and provenance by managing the life cycle of the hierarchy of serial numbers, recording origin and authenticity of product components, and tracking all transactions of the product. It helps in regulatory compliance, targeted recalls, and preventing counterfeit components. The intelligent cold chain application can monitor and track the temperature-controlled supply chain, creating recommendations to optimize processes and ensure the quality and safety of refrigerated products in pharmaceutical and food and beverage industries. Finally, warranty and usage tracking. This removes paper-based processes and automates usage tracking for high-value assets. Auditable and verifiable log for warranty, liability claims, and insurance helps expedite settlements, claim processing, and prevent abuse of assets. These applications will be pre-integrated with our supply chain management cloud and ERP applications, as well as IoT cloud. We'll get events and business transactions from these applications and record relevant details in the blockchain ledger. For example, shipment notifications, purchase orders, sales orders, shipment notifications, and IoT events. So the Oracle Supply Chain Management Cloud journey continues, and I believe our best days are still ahead, delivering tomorrow today.